Now with Trump putting so much emphasis on manufacture in the United States, it's likely that some of these FIIs feel it worthwhile staying in the US. The BSE already below the 80,000 mark. How do you see the outlook for the Indian markets in the medium, short and long term?
Well, the problem that's happened around the world, if you look at the last, I'd say, and this predates even the last few months when we've seen a lot of foreign selling, is that the last 15 years, the post-global financial crisis world, from a financial perspective, has been entirely dominated by America. That today, if you look at America today, its economic size in the global economy is about 28% or so. But if you look at the stock market indices around the world,
60%.
America is now approaching 65%.
Wow.
So it's been a last 10 to 15 years where America has totally dominated as a financial superpower. Because, and a lot of American investors and everyone feels that if we have to get global exposure, we might as well buy these Microsofts and
Nvidia
and Google and stuff, because they're getting their exposure from international lot now. So I think the big challenge that India and other emerging markets are facing, and this is something which I sort of encounter as well, is that there is zero interest in international in America today from an investing perspective.
Zero interest?
Absolutely. Nobody, because they look at the returns of the last 10 to 15 years and they feel that the American stock market has given us these incredible returns. No other country in the world has been able to stand up to it. India is the best performing emerging market and its returns are barely the same as America. But obviously people see much greater risk in going abroad. So they don't feel that you're being compensated enough for the risk that you're taking. So the real challenge is that when will this turn? So I think that unfortunately we're in a paradigm today where you need something to crack in America, which is that because of the fiscal situation they have, where they're running these massive budget deficits, if or if the dollar starts to weaken because people begin to lose confidence in America's ability to finance its deficit. Unless something like that happens, America and the world is going to remain very obsessed with just US investments, and the prospect for foreign flows coming into these countries will remain pretty grim. Now, I'm hopeful that this can't continue. How can one country be 65% of the world's stock market capitalization? Something will happen to change it.
But in what kind of time frame? Because there are a couple of factors at play. One, we're seeing countries like Russia, China work towards de-dollarization, trying to build up what they call like a purported BRICS currency. Those ideas have never really worked in the past. Could they potentially work? And the fact is, post the sanctions on Russia, there's now genuine concern about keeping a lot of your foreign exchange outside in dollars, because you can't really trust the United States, and that's weighing on minds in Beijing and elsewhere.